Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is. That's right, it is K-Pop Saturday night. And on this day, I like to feature K-Pop or Asian artists, past, present, or future on the channel. Now, this particular week, I am doing a group that I have already done like 9 times before. And you wonder like, well, Steven, who else have you done that you've done 9 times? Is it BTS? Is it NCT? Possibly, but you know, I've done NCT 127, NCT U, NCT, I'm missing one, I'm forgetting all the NCTs that are out there, but I've done every single incarnation of NCT, but that is not who it is. It is the Stray Kids, and I like the Stray Kids, and I've done like Maniac and Venom and Freeze and a whole bunch of their songs because I like the Stray Kids. And I did 9 of their videos last year in 2022. I think the last one I did was in December of last year. So this particular song just came out like 5 days ago, and it's already has some chart activity. So let's take a look at what it has done on the charts and Balamo. It's gone to number 39 in Japan, number on Japan's Hot 100, number 28 on Japan's Digital, number 61 in Lithuania, numbers 8 in New Zealand, number 74 in South Korea, and number 100 on the UK singles. That's a big deal with it just coming out a couple of, 5 days ago, not even a week is when this song came out. So if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. Although right now I'm not feeling too well and I don't know what number I am on this week. I think I'm going to be a little bit short this week, but I don't have air conditioning in my place, and it got up into the mid to almost late 80s here, and it just makes me miserable. It acts up certain things on my body that you don't really care about, so that's fine. So without any further ado, here are the Stray Kids and S-Class.
Well, isn't that special?
여기서 특별시 수많은 기적결이 일으켰지 가려진 별들 사이로 오르는 특별 별난 것 두성이 변함없지 번화하는 거리 거리거리마다 걸리적거리는 거 Clean it up, get back 검은 먼지를 텅텅 빈 땅통 Kick it Swerving, I'm speeding on Serpent Road Luxurious like common S-Class Best of the best on first class I'm up above the world so high I'll be the shiny day and night They wonder how my spotlight is so bright Counting stars if you're at better I know that's me in my work Every day 빛깔 번쩍 야 클래스는 빛깔 번쩍 빛이 번져 똑빛나 힙합 스택 금지 막힌 발톱 줄락의 특기 내 집처럼 드나들지 like a double cut. Swerving, I'm speeding on Serpent Road. Luxurious like I'm in S-Class. Best on the best on first class. I'm up above the world so high, I'll be the shining day and night. They wonder how my spotlight is so bright. Counting stars to 별의 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 별라도 That's me. 별의 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 별일 in my world. Every day 빛깔 번쩍 빛깔 번쩍 빛깔 번쩍 Get class in the team. 빛깔 번쩍 빛깔 번쩍 빛이 번져 또 빛나는 star. I feel like the brightest star. 빛이 쏟아지는 밤 하늘을 바라보면 내 모습 수놓아져 있어 yeah yeah. 떨어지지 않고 한자리에서 걷던 I can stay hey yeah. 빛날 광의 사람은 그게 바로 우리 속의 말 We're special yeah. Straight 내 뒤에 팀은 특수 부대 스테이지 위 그 자체로 위가 특별 무대 관중들은 따로 필요 없이 축제 전체 따위 필요 없이 꽃빛 불때 Limited edition 이런 것 특별해져 투명하면 분명하게 바꾸거든 That's it you 눈에 띄는 tension 몰입하는 객석 네 글자 하나가 돼 여기 모든 것을 밝혀 Counting stars Feeling extra every day 빛깔 번쩍 빛깔 번쩍 빛깔 번쩍 Get class in the team 빛깔 번쩍 빛깔 번쩍 빛이 번쩍 더 빛나는
Alright, so that song was very funky and it had certain transitions, and I'm not going to dog out the obvious, which was there was a certain transition that happened that, let's say you hear this song in the club and you're dancing to the song and all of a sudden you have these certain transitions and all of a sudden I was gonna say, especially if you're like a white boy. If you're like a white boy, and all of a sudden the transition comes, like, wait a minute, I just got into step and rhythm, and now you're changing this up on me. And you know, there was a certain transition that all of a sudden took everything out of step. That's fine, you know, for somebody like me. Who used to dance a lot, that's fine, I get it. I've been back in the 80s where you're hearing like a favorite song and then all of a sudden it kind of slows down and you're like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Okay, I'll just, you know, do this. But that's fine. But the initial transition, it went, and I could hear it in the background where there were certain elements of West Coast old school hip hop, like the one that Dr. Dre created, you know, with that little whistle, like, it sounded like that, and also the beat dropped to where it was almost like an old school hip hop beat as well. And then it went back to but when it was starting, when they were doing like the stars and it just sounded very funky, and you could see me, I had my stank face on because I was like, ooh, what is this? Not like it was a bad thing. It was like it was a good thing, and I dug it because, you know, they were talking about themselves as if they were like an S-Class, probably, you know, S-Class, special class, you know, like a Mercedes or something like that, S-Class. It could have a whole bunch of meanings all rolled up into one, and, you know, I dug it. And, you know, back when I listened to things like Venom and Maniac, when, you know, they would have those transitions that would have that bass line in there, like Maniac, boom, 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 with that bass line, you know, I thought it was like really funky, and I got into that seriously. So I could get into certain parts of this song. You know, some parts are fast, some parts brought it, you know, slowed down. Maybe that was maybe the intention, because it was almost like if you were shifting gears in a car. It was like, you know, maybe you got really up, you know, you shifted up and you're driving real fast, and all of a sudden the cops come, you gotta bring it back down, better slow down. Yes, 10 and 2. So maybe that was maybe their intention. I don't know. There's not a lot about this, considering the song just came out, you know, 5 days ago. So who knows what their intention is, but whatever their intention, I think they're successful at it. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, dog a group out for their vision of what they have. You know, sometimes there'll be a song that you'll listen to and you have no idea what their vision is. and you just have to, whatever the song makes you feel is how it makes you feel. Only up until recently, with the advent of the internet, where we're able to type in something and maybe understand. Back in the day, we didn't have that. You know, you could listen to the radio and not even understand what they're saying, but, you know, you're trying to write down what you think they're saying. You might not have it right, but, you know, for the remaining part of your life until the internet comes around, you already have certain lyrics in your head the way you think it is. But then, you know, they come out like, oh, that's what they were saying? Okay, all right. But it's still hard for you to stick with that, you know, new idea in your head. But I dug it. You know, they still have the look where they look like they come straight out of an anime, which is fine. Yeah, it was a good song. I could see this doing pretty big things. And how many views does it have already? Oh, I'm sorry, 47 million views in, it says 8 days ago. I don't know where I saw it, where it was saying 5 days ago. Maybe that was what I saw on Wikipedia. But it says it's number 7 on trending for music. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing for them. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.